grazed. And they're off from a standing start, which didn't suit Grandeur Dam for this Ultima Handicap Chase. 3 miles and a furlong. They'll jump 20. Frero Bamboo and Myretown. The Guard Your Dreams has gone at the first. A horrible tumble. Guard Your Dreams, Keelan Woods on the deck as they move on towards the second. Myretown, Frero Bamboo. In third position is the Changing Man, Farouk Delaine in blue. On the outside, Broadway Boy in beige, fairly handy, racing on the outer of Richmond Lake, the green cap Hemmings Racing Silks, as they run up towards fence number 3. Search for Glory is next, ahead of Famous Bridge, and Zana here, the grey King Turgeon, as they take off at the third. Happy Go Lucky is on the outside of that. Catate Dore is wider. Creberly is just in midfield, ahead of Malina Girl, another grey Straw Fan Jack, with Henry's Friend, Stay Away Faye, Grandeur Dam. The back 5, the short go up with Whistle Stop Torn sequestered as the front runners get over the 4th fence, and Zana here has gone there. Zana here down at fence 4. The back marker is Trelawn, as it is at Myretown, Frero Bamboo, the Changing Man, as they get over the water jump, with Famous Bridge then on the inside. And following at Richmond Lake with Broadway Boy in the beige, King Turgeon the outside, Farouk Dalaine and Grandeur Dam trying to get a little bit handier as they get over the next. The front 5 or 6 being followed by Happy Go Lucky, Catate Dore the outside. Henry's Friend is next in the field. And with Famous Bridge in the next spot from Creberly as they head on towards their next, which will be fence number 8, the ditch at the top of the hill. And it is Myretown leading the way to Frero Bamboo, the Changing Man. With on the inside of the course then, Richmond Lake. Farouk Delaine out wider as they come over this ditch, and Richmond Lake made a very bad mistake at that ditch. Grandeur Dam has improved into 4th, Farouk Delaine 5, Search for Glory is next in the field, ahead of Richmond Lake, who's being followed by Famous Bridge in the same ownership. Broadway Boy the outside. Next in the field is Happy Go Lucky, ahead of Henry's Friend as they run down the hill and heading towards fence number 9. Still towards the back, Malina Girl sequestered. Straw Fan Jack, the short go, Victorino, Whistle Stop Tour, and Trelawn is chased along in last place, as it is Myretown and Frero Bamboo, the first 2. Catate Dore on the outside. The Changing Man is very handy as they get over that, well stretched out, followed by Search for Glory in the maroon. With on the inside then Richmond Lake, and they are then followed by Creberly and Malina Girl, and they are now about to run towards the home turn, and they will be omitting the in 4 fences time. The first fence going away from us, they won't be jumping that. It is Myretown, which would have been fence number 13. Myretown and Frero Bamboo. Catate Dore the outside of the Changing Man. Grandeur Dam is next, Happy Go Lucky. Search for Glory, Richmond Lake, Famous Bridge. Then Broadway Boy as they take what will be the last next time round. Myretown giving a real exhibition out in front here. Henry's Friend is still in midfield, just bumped along there, Broadway Boy. Then Creberly, sequestered, is back in the pack ahead of Malina Girl as they run up towards their next fence, which will be number 12. Straw Fan Jack is in rear. Farouk Delaine is being eased and looks like being pulled up as Myretown leads Frero Bamboo. Catate Dore the Changing Man. Grandeur Dam is in 5th. Then Search for Glory, Richmond Lake. Happy Go Lucky, Famous Bridge, followed by King Turgeon and Henry's Friend, and then Creberly from Broadway Boy sequestered. The green Malina Girl, Stay Away Faye well back with Straw Fan Jack. The short go Victorino as they head around what would have been their 13th fence. The next one they jump will be the water. Trelawn is still last of all. It's Myretown and Patrick Wadge to Frero Bamboo. The white face, Catate Dore, Dylan Johnston on the outside. Going over the water jump, the Changing Man is next from Grandeur Dam. Just working into it is Richmond Lake on the outside of Famous Bridge. And then Happy Go Lucky, Henry's Friend the outside as they get over the open ditch where Catate Dore lost ground. It's Myretown, Frero Bamboo. And then on the inside, Famous Bridge just in 3rd, Catate Dore. As they get over the next, Grandeur Dam's just lost a couple of positions, passed by Happy Go Lucky, then Search for Glory, Richmond Lake the inside, followed by Crebbley, King Turgeon and Malina Girl, then Sequestered Stay Away Faye. Broadway Boys going to be pulled up as they head to the ditch at the top of the hill. This will be the fourth last. Myretown has been ridden very aggressively, made a beautiful shape over that. A blunder back in the field, Richmond Lake. Frero Bamboo made an error and dropped to fourth as Famous Bridge goes into second place now. Famous Bridge fourth in this last year. The Changing Man is a handy third. Happy Go Lucky was second in this 4 years ago, running another big race on the outer of Frero Bamboo. Henry's Friend down the outside. Malina Girl is following from the back, trying to work into it with Search for Glory. Sequestered is also a bit closer. Catate Doria's dropped ground, and so too is the Short Go, who's on the tail of the leading 6 or 7. Myretown coming to the third last fence, over to the Changing Man. Happy Go Lucky. Henry's Friend under Ben Jones is coming there on the outside of Happy Go Lucky. Reminders then for Famous Bridge. Malina Girl is moving into 5th place, followed by the Short Go, and then Search for Glory and Crebbley as they run to the home turn in the Ultima. 2 left to jump. It's Myretown for Lucinda Russell, the Changing Man. Happy Go Lucky and Jonathan Burke the outside, then Malina Girl and Henry's Friend. Myretown at the second last, over, just over a length and a half clear of the Changing Man. Happy Go Lucky on the outside, then Malina Girl. Myretown at the last, and was superb over it in the hands of Patrick Wadge, and has extended again. Has gone 6 or 7 clear of the Changing Man. Happy Go Lucky, Malina Girl and the Short Go. But for the Korak Rambler team here, it's Myretown in the Ultima, and a fantastic win under Patrick Wadge. Second, the Changing Man. Malina Girl next, then Happy Go Lucky, the Short Go, and then Famous Bridge.
This is a moment that Patrick Wadge will cherish all of his life. His first Cheltenham Festival winner in the Ultima on Myretown, and done so stylishly.
Yeah, look, I spoke to Scuba beforehand, and he hasn't been the easiest, he hasn't been the best of jumpers, and we didn't know what he'd take to this big field. My plan was just to let him roll out in front, get him in a rhythm, get him jumping, and my God, didn't he have to do that. He won fences. I couldn't believe he made one little mistake down the back, but I think it was the best thing because it just brought him back to me a little bit. And look, I couldn't believe when I couldn't hear anyone near me, and I think when I jumped 3 out, I thought, I hope I haven't gone quick enough. Too quick, sorry. And then I gave him a squeeze off the bend, and he just took off. I think he'd have gone round again if I'd let him. So, no, just thanks to Lucinda and Skew and the owners. And this man, it was just, look, it's just amazing.
Stay here, Peter.
And I can't thank them enough for letting me ride him.
Absolutely. That's one of the key things, isn't it? The loyalty and the trust that Peter and Lucinda place in you.
Oh, it's crazy. And like the opportunities I've had and the places I've been and the horses I've got to ride, like to get a sit on this lad, it was just phenomenal. And I don't know how good he'd be, but he's the best horse I've ever sat on, and I think he might be the best one I ever will sit on. So, no, the faith they had in me to go out there and do it was just amazing.
Now, Lucinda has now joined Peter as well. So let's do all three of you together. He wasn't meant to be here, was he? Wasn't it a last-minute decision?
Yeah,
He was going to go to you, Tom?
The fortune favours the brave. Michael, I and Lucinda made that decision. I wasn't sure about it. So, talking about the team, that's what we do. I was brought up with, David Nicholson taught me the ropes when we were there. We had teams of jockeys, and I think it's the way forward. He might not have ridden him in a race, but he knows the horse. I think it's so. I don't know about flat racing, but I think it's so important in national hunt racing. He knows that Derek will get back on that horse when it runs next time. That's the way. And one day he'll be first jockey. But I think, despite all this world and think there's still a right and a wrong and a proper way of doing things, I'm probably wrong, but that's what I see as a proper way of doing things.
You're bang right. Describe that ride that he just gave you.
Wasn't easy. Although I know he made it look easy because he had an awful fall at Windsor, and Paddy is a gentle rider, and he gave it a gentle ride in front, but it was a very, very brave ride. I just wouldn't like to have seen a lot of horses around him, but he look. The beauty of having these jockeys as well with Derek and Paddy, I don't have to be here, do that. we know the way we're thinking straight away, and he comes out, he's focused, tells me what he's doing. Derek did the same. Unfortunately for Derek, he nearly got knocked down at the first.
Yes, I was going to say, is Mr. Stoptor okay?
He's fine. It's just, I just feel, I feel you want to please the owners and what have you, and I'm sorry for Derek and sorry for the owners of Whistle, but that's life, and as I say, Derek will get back on him,
Peter, congratulations. You must go and join Lucinda. Patrick, if I could just have one last word from you. Did the difficulties at the start make it easier or harder to execute those tactics?
I think it worked out easier for me because my lad's so quick into stride. Like even at home, he's quite a keen going horse, and I thought, if I give him a tick on the belly, he's just going to take off, and that's what he done. And I felt like I was just getting a freebie everywhere, to be honest, and I can't put into words the feeling, but it's just amazing, and I can't thank everyone enough. It
was beautiful to watch. I mean, you've got to be given the opportunities, but you've taken this in both hands. You'll enjoy watching this back. Many congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. A fourth Cheltenham Festival winner for Lucinda Russell with Myretown in the Ultima, and of course this is the third time she's won this race, twice with the mighty Corach Rambler. And goodness, what a performance of jumping that was, and yet that, I think, was a worry in yours and Skew's mind?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's a novice horse. Although he's 8, missed a year, he's very lightly raced. And we sat in the kitchen 2 days ago to discuss, should we run him or not, and there were 4 of us. There was Bruce and Karen, myself, Skew and Michael, and my thoughts were no. I said, I'm a no. And the other 3 were all yes, so I had to go with him. But only because I thought that he was a novice and I wasn't sure how he'd take to Cheltenham, and it's all, like he's quite an odd horse. I don't know if you can see it in his demeanour and everything. He's quite lit up. But look, this is what we bought him for. We bought him because we want to come to these best meetings, and I don't know that I definitely bought him to win the Ultima, but I want him to win more races than this. So.
I saw that he was a raw horse. I very much saw that at Windsor, and I didn't know whether he was going to be ready for today. And it's just a performance of great maturity, allied by a lovely ride from Patrick Wadge. You must be so proud of him.
I'm really proud of him. He's like a little one of our children. He's brilliant. But yeah, no, it's funny because you're right, after Windsor I was really worried, but we took him to Kelso and he won so easily. And everyone cribs us, the racing's not so competitive up north. It is competitive up north, but it gives the horses a chance to get self-confidence and stuff. So I was really, really pleased about that. And Pat came in for the ride at the last minute because the horse wasn't going to run, and then okay, Pat, you can ride at Cheltenham on Tuesday anyway. Pretty glad that he did, and he's given it a lovely ride. I think it's that naivety. I think both of them are naive and brave, so it was perfect.
And it's also, I think everybody loves the way that you and Skew trust your riders. You don't turn to somebody else if they happen to be free on the big day. You're always going to entrust the people that work with the horses that have grown up and learned with you.
Yes, very much. So listen, look, they do. They live with us, they don't live with us, thank goodness. But they're there first thing in the morning. They know all the horses, and I think the way that Skew speaks to them, it's funny. When I first met Skew, I thought he'd be very dominant in the way that he tells what the jockeys do, and he doesn't at all. He's quite lets them work it out for themselves, and he's always there for them to turn to. And I think that gives them a great confidence. He's not someone that niggles at them or puts them down. He's always trying to make them confident, and it means that they can then make the good decisions, and that's how we've always done it. Look, I love the way we do it. It might be a bit parochial in one way, but in another way I just love it. I think it's us against the rest of the world.
Well, I'm a big fan of it. It sounds like he's a wonderful teacher. How high do you think this horse can go?
I don't know. I mean, he's phenomenal, really, isn't he? That today was when I have to go and watch the replay again, but I did at one point think you just can't get beaten. He's just he's a phenomenal horse. I just hope he stays right, and if he does, we've got nice things to look at.
Do you have a race in mind this season, or was that what you wanted to do and that was that?
I didn't want to do this, don't forget.
Oh, yeah, so sorry, is that what everybody else wanted to do and you very reluctantly dragged towards it?
Did. You're absolutely right. I wanted him to go to Uttoxeter on Saturday for a novice handicap, so crikey, he would have won that as well. But I don't know, he's a lovely novice. I'd love him to come back here in listed races, and hopefully he will do.
Okay, well, fortune has favoured the brave. Many congratulations. I'll let you go back and watch it.
Thank you.
You will enjoy it.
I will enjoy it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.